This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iron. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Bring on September and bring on volleyball. It's the WDA Conference Opener on the PSP Network from Sentinel Gymnasium in Minot, North Dakota. Welcome in, everybody, to our broadcast tonight, the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show alongside Melissa Spelchinamo and Patterson on the call. Well, we're back at it. Another season of high school volleyball in North Dakota, and it starts with two of the headline teams in the WDA here in 2025.
Wonderful to be back with you, Owen. This is an exciting first night here in Minot with Bismarck Legacy traveling down Highway 83 to meet Minot North. Super exciting start to the season because we have 3 divisions now, so everything kind of changes. Maybe not so for this level, but it definitely changes across the state, so excitement across the state as it relates to high school volleyball.
Yeah, let's just look at some of the storylines, especially in this new AA division, as we get to call it, starting in 2025. Just to explain the 3 divisions, it's a carbon copy of what's been implemented for high school basketball in our state that was 2 years ago that put in play. Again, the changes for the WDA, it's just the loss of Turtle Mountain and Watford City. Nobody gained, just a 10-team league starting now. And it's been a league dominated by one team in particular as of late. A dynasty of dynasties in North Dakota, the Century Patriots, who just came off of their 11th consecutive conference championship. 7 state titles in that 11-year span. I mean, Century putting on a display for any team of any sport to follow in this state.
Yeah, Coach Zastapol has basically a family. They're growing them young, right? And it continues to filter into freshmen, into sophomores, and you got freshmen and sophomores that are starting. So wonderful, wonderful program. There's a lot of, I would say, people that are chasing them, right? Teams that are chasing them. And it's tough to stay on top. We talked about that at the end of the WDA championship with Coach and a couple of our players. But all these teams, you start fresh, right? Everybody's 0-0, and you never know what will happen throughout a season. So as long as you can stay healthy, both physically and mentally, watch out.
As for the teams that could maybe catch Century at this point, I think we're seeing 2 of them on the court tonight, starting with Minot North. Of course, just directionally, North is on the way up. But for this volleyball program, the same is the case. Their last 10 matches of 2024 finished 7-3, a strong end to their inaugural season. And this year, they bring back 8 varsity returners. Minot North is one to watch this year for a state tournament bid.
Yeah, and wouldn't that be fantastic? They're kind of second, right, full season in the league. And, with
And we're back with 8 returners. That's a big deal for Minot North. You lose senior Katie Shipman, and she brought talent as well as this big, huge energy. You can play the sport in multiple different ways, right? So we'll see what kind of energy that this new lineup without Shipman brings, and they have some height, which we talked about before we got on air, right? They have a few 6-footers. They really, really need to kind of focus on that and get those kids, those tall kids, the ball, whether it's Avon Kelly or Liskowski or Jessen, and it'll be up to Bryn Francis to deliver that as the setter.
As for the Legacy Sabres, a team that has now appeared in the last 5 Class A state tournaments, they replace a lot from last year, including 6 seniors from last year's team, but they have a really nice group that's going to try and continue the legacy, as you will, for the Sabres.
Yeah, nice job on that one, OP. Yeah, and what I remember is a spark plug in Cambry Folk. She did quite a few things in definitely the WDA championships. Falcon, it was Falcon and Falcony. I think I was right there. The awesome, triple athlete I think she was. She was doing all kinds of different sports, and she's playing basketball at the collegiate level. But yeah, Marley Falcon, she's going to get the ball a ton tonight. And I bet you in all the different positions in the front row. And mark my words, she'll probably get the ball in the back row as well.
Well, that's a little bit of a season preview for you in 2025. Kind of a new look, but a lot of hype surrounding North Dakota High School volleyball. This is the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, your locally owned oil change headquarters with 25 years of experience. The Lundians are taking care of people. Local actually matters. Not to mention, this oil change is a stay in your car drive-through oil change, typically performed in 15 minutes or less. Find them in Minot or Bismarck and online as well at VIOC.com. We'll come back and break down this matchup a little bit more in depth on the other side of this break. You're watching high school volleyball on the PSP Network.
8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
It's the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft.
With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So,
hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good. From simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
At the same time, or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Verendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Verendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Welcome back to Minot and the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Let's take a look at the standings so far in the WDA. Not a lot to look at, though. Just one tournament in Bismarck over the past weekend, but of course it was the Century Patriots who we spoke about in the Open. 11 straight conference titles for them. A 6-0 weekend, basically at home in that BPS Invitational against all EDC teams. It's really no wonder the Patriots are at number 1, but you just look at number 2. There's the Sentinels, a 4-win weekend out in Bismarck, and they reeled off 4 out of 6, of course, in Bismarck, going 2-1 in the final day of the tournament. So a lot to like there to open the year.
Yeah, absolutely, OP. I would say that brings tons of momentum into their first home match of the year, for sure. When you go 4-1, 4-2 on the weekend, just previous to this Tuesday night matchup.
Yeah, just looking at the remaining records, the EDC did take more games from the WDA, and then, of course, the other way around. Legacy went 2-4. Their win against Fargo Shanley was before 4 consecutive losses to wrap up the tournament. So Legacy already, before they get into conference play, trying to get off a little bit of a losing streak now overall with that 2-4 record, a team that won just 1 set in those final 4 matches.
Yeah, and it takes a little while. I was going to say about this whole match tonight, like, you know, 2 weeks of preseason really isn't a whole lot to gel with your team, right? And never mind that Bismarck Legacy has multiple new starting players on the court. What I look for tonight, and definitely from Bismarck Legacy after they come off of a 2-4 weekend, is you're going to look for a lot of probably individual efforts. Those kids that have put tons of time in the gym and, you know, doing various cardio and, you know, mental performance coaching, that kind of stuff in the off season or in the summer. Look for that to happen this first match of the season. Because again, teams take at least, I would say, a month to fully gel where you see the starting lineup really coming together. So look for Bismarck Legacy after a 2-4 weekend. Really we'll see some, you know, the Falcon and the Solom, the new setting kid that's playing, Bentley Solom. Look for her to try and, you know, develop a rhythm early with her team to see if they can pull out a win on the home court of Minot North.
Yeah, those standings brought to you by Trusted Tire and Auto. I think looking around the West region, because this is our first broadcast of the year for high school volleyball, WDA, it's not going to look a whole lot different. It just almost might seem there's more contenders this year than there was last season when there was a kind of pretty obvious, I guess you would say, top 4, top 5. They might go down to 7 this year for the WDA to contend for those 4 state tournament spots.
And that's wonderful for the fans, right? And that's wonderful for developing programs, especially with the young kids watching all of these teams, right? And they're winning, right? So if there's a top 7, let's say, right, there's more people in the stands, there's more people supporting, and it's really just good for growing the game of volleyball. With Bismarck Century, the team to beat.
Absolutely. Well, on the other side of this commercial break, we'll take a look at our Northern Plains Heat Air keys to the game, some players to watch, and get you first serve on the PSP Network, starting our high school volleyball coverage in 2025.
For a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
As a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Name it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Our pregame show, as always, on the PSP Network is brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Our local actually matters. Home of the 15-minute oil change in Minot or Bismarck. We're right across the street from a Valvoline Instant Oil Change location here in North Minot, the home of the Minot North Sentinels, a 4-2 record to start the season. You know, the great thing about the high school volleyball season this year, especially as a college football fan from what I just learned over the weekend, there is no preseason poll for volleyball this year. Our first edition of the rankings won't come out until next week. So, hey, everybody's on the same level. Everybody's essentially 0-0 across the state. And
yeah, and everybody's number 1.
And guess what? our people in the media, we can't be wrong.
Oh, you're never wrong, Owen. You're never wrong.
Let's take a look now at our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. Northern Plains Heating and Air, there's no other choice to see their heating and air game. Call Dylan today at 222-2155 to make sure your furnace is ready for the winter months ahead. New installation upgrades in all your furnace and AC needs. Again, call Dylan today at 222-2155 at Northern Plains Heating and Air. A lot of the attention for the Legacy Sabres goes to their front row players, and for very good reason. I mean, they might have one of the best there is in the WDA, but of course, it's ushering a new center and a lot of back row pieces. That's got to be the key tonight for the Sabres.
Yeah, and as a former setter, that's a good segue. Setting's going to be critical. I think throughout the year for both of these teams, you have Solom, who's kind of coming in as someone who didn't get a whole lot of reps last year, so she has something to prove, right? And she's listed as a senior, so this is her last year, right? So she really has something to prove. You have Bryn Francis on the other side on Minot North, super talented setter, right? She does a lot of things right. What's critical, I think, in the early part of the year is to get your timing down properly with your hitters. You can set the ball so well, but if you don't set it exactly where your hitters need it, then blocks, because blocking is going to be probably a little prevalent here at the beginning, right? Because everyone's kind of amped up right up the net. So you're going to be going and getting up big blocks. If the timing isn't right from the set to the hit, you're going to run into some issues and then start getting frustrated. So look for setting to be a big part of tonight's match, both with Bryn Francis on the Minot North side and Bentley Solom on the Bismarck Legacy side. Owen?
Well, you kind of covered both teams right there with the setting. But
setting, you said key to the game.
Yeah,
setting.
for Minot North, put set the standard, emphasis on set, of course. But it's also year 2 of this varsity program, a team that was just shy of really a great WDA tournament last year. Of course, won a play-in game, but went 0-2 when it got to tourney time, falling in the loser-out round. But it's a Sentinels team that in just their second season could do some pretty big things this year. They just got to keep that focus all the way throughout. And Coach Francis said they're not going to get caught up in any of the hype. And in fact, she said she doesn't really think there's much for this team. They're definitely underdogs still in year 2.
Yeah, well, and of course Coach Francis is going to say that. And I've known Coach Francis a long time. Excellent athlete, has tons of experience in coaching and educating kids. So that's why she had her team performing, I thought, at an unexpectedly probably high level the first year. There's a few more expectations now, right? And again, she's got all the ability to get her team where they need to be, hopefully somewhere above the middle of the pack with the new AA league.
Those are keys to the game brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. It's our first full week of broadcasts on the PSP Network, of course, bringing in our volleyball coverage, which continues on Thursday, a doubleheader. One match at Our Redeemer's Christian School. They'll be hosting Kenmare Bowbells at 7 p.m. on Thursday night. You can also catch these Legacy Sabres in action in their home opener against the Minot High Majets, same time, 6:30 p.m. Central. Valvoline, it's an oil change pregame show. A 4-game slate of football on Friday, and then it's back to the volleyball court on Saturday. Minot North will be in action against the Dickinson Mavericks. Got to remember the new team name over there.
That's right.
That's at 3 p.m. I believe that's Central Time. Could be Mountain Time start on Saturday. Just mid-afternoon. Make room for some volleyball watching.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting there in Dickinson with the new mascot.
Scheduled this week on the PSP Network. On the other side of our third and final time out of the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, take a look at the starting lineups and have the national anthem for you. That's on the way. You're watching the PSP Network.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Brevera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts,
let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account,
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals.
Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
This page is in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There are some things in life we can't control.
But what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Well, as we wrap up our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, we'll step aside for the playing of the national anthem. One final reminder, this has been the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show on the PSP Network, kicking off our volleyball coverage in 2025. Now let's meet the starting lineups first for the Legacy Sabres today. Already their 11th season as a varsity program. They used to be the new kids in the WDA, not anymore. That is the Sentinels. They've been led by the same head coach for all 11 seasons now, Jen Astle, coming off a 24-win campaign in 2024, a fourth-place finish at the state tournament, and their opening day, I guess conference opener, starting lineup will look like this. The junior outside, Sammy Watson, wears number 15, had just 8 kills last year, and then you get to the experience in the middle. Finley Fettig, a junior, again, just 2 kills, but then Marley Falcon, 115 in her sophomore season. Now as a junior, going to be that number 1 option in the middle for the Sabres. Those 3 are joined by Brooklyn Pudwill, Bentley Solom, and Liz Lenhart in the back row. Of course, the one name we haven't really got to at all today, but will definitely play a big part, the only returning all-region performer from last year, Cambry Volk. We will see her on that kind of second rotation for the Sabres, but she is one of the more elite athletic players in WDA volleyball.
Yeah, she's dynamic. She's maybe itty-bitty in stature, but she can jump out of the gym.
For the Minot North Sentinels today, their second season as a varsity program, and second-year head coach Carrie Francis leading the team. They had 14-23 last season, and even 11-11 in conference play, and of course did not qualify for the state tournament, fell just 2 wins shy. Their starting lineup, McKinley Craig, who's actually the leading returner in kills. She was right behind Katie Shipman a year ago at 6 per match. She will start along with Avon Kelly, an all-region selection from last fall. Ellie Laskowski, the 5'10 sophomore, is going to play a big part this year, along with her classmate Evelyn Jessen. And then the center, of course, Bryn Francis, the junior, had over 300 assists a year ago, and libero, the senior, Kate Weishar. Still a lot of youth on this Minot North team, but it's also a lot of experience.
Yeah, look for Craig to obviously solidify the outside attack, and then definitely Avon Kelly out of the middle, whether it's out of the middle or doing slides out of the right side, which this team loves to do. Again, it'll be up to Francis to deliver those balls to Kelly and Craig in their sweet spots so they can up their kill percentages as the season goes along.
Starting lineups are delivered by the UPS store, located on South Broadway in Minot, open Monday to Friday from 8:30 to 7, and on Saturdays from 8:30 to 3 for all your packing and shipping needs. It's the UPS store. That does it for our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. It's time to get to first serve today from Sentinel Gymnasium in Minot, North Dakota. The Sabres on the road in their gold jerseys, Minot North at home in the white. A great student section on hand for Minot North for the opening day of volleyball.
What do you look forward to the most, Owen? I mean, I know you said you're a college football guy, which means you're probably looking forward to all the football that comes with the start of school year in August. Football's your sport?
Yeah, volleyball is a very close
Thank
second.
you very much.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys, I'm not pinching him, I promise you.
With no disrespect to the soccer, which is in a very close third.
Yeah, and soccer really has elevated in the state of North Dakota in the last, I would say, 5 to 7 years. It's been incredible.
Especially here in the Magic City of Minot. Legacy, they're the reigning state champions in
That's
boys
incredible.
soccer.
Yeah, Legacy's doing some special things. I've been working a little bit with some educators there, and Riley Reel and Jennifer Berry. They're doing Sydney Trottier. They're doing some awesome stuff with mental performance coaching there, which is great at Bismarck Legacy. And I think it's also awesome, you have one coach that's 2 years with the program, but started with it, and Coach Francis, but pretty amazing that Coach Astle has been there the entire time Bismarck Legacy has had a volleyball program. That's really wonderful. And kudos to the athletic directors in developing that leadership and keeping it there so that there is, kind of continuity from season to season with these volleyball programs.
Bryn Francis is at the service line for Minot North. So he's serving this from right to left across your screen. And we are underway with high school volleyball on the PSP network. First play for the Sabres. They go to the near side, and eventually they'll get the points. Played over the net by Brooklyn Pudwill, the junior. Again, there's going to be a lot of rotating pieces for Legacy early in the season, and we have a sub, Cambry Volk, enters the game.
Yeah, and actually, no, Cambry had that first pass there, Owen, on that service save. Great pass by Volk.
Legacy looking to go up 2, and they go into the middle for that. Finley Fettig, the junior, just her 3rd career kill.
She jumped well there, too. Wow.
A lot of athleticism on the Legacy team. Just a lot to like. It's just about getting the kind of right formula out there for success here in 2025.
There she is again.
Serve receive goes over the net, and it's Fettig. Puts that one down. 3-0 lead for the Legacy Sabres.
Yeah, Fettig making a huge impact here in the beginning moments of match play.
First chance for the Sentinels, really. It's going to be received well by Falcon in the back row. Long pass will fall in the corner. Credit that one to Sammy Watson.
Yeah, and I love that. That's that play wasn't around when I played, not too many years ago. But yeah, too many years ago, where it's essentially the push kill out into the corner. Great job, athletic play by Sammy Watson for Bismarck Legacy.
Already 4-0 Sabres on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. They're going to keep another play alive. Going to shove that one to the corner again, picked up by Weishar. Set back to the lefty, swinging away was Brooklyn Pudwill, but it goes long, and the Sentinels have their first points.
And serving for Minot North will be Ellie Laskowski. And coming in the front row is a sophomore and a player I don't think I've seen a lot of, Adeline, I think, Harper.
Yeah, Addie Harper. Just a sophomore, first varsity experience for her.
Nice dig by Harper right there.
Across the net and out of bounds. McKinley Craig going for kill number 1 of the year, but to side out. Pudwill to serve. Again, going after the newcomer. Here's Harper's first shot. It's saved by the Sabres all the way to the wall. Another shot from Harper. That one will go long. As Sabres lead 6-1 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. I want to find the best way to start your conference season to go up by 5 early.
Yeah, and that's some defensive effort there by the libero. I think that's Gracie Watson back there.
Still going to Harper. Men at the net. All the way across the court and finding a home, Carly McLeod. Watch it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay as we take a timeout. Legacy 7, Minot North 1. Just getting started on the PSP Network.
To introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Timeouts on the PSP Network are brought to you by First International Bank and Trust, a full-service, family-owned, independent community bank built on the bond between their employees and customers, founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North, and South Dakota. Find them online at FIBT.com. Sabres up 7-1. That timeout called by the Sentinels. A nice defensive play, as we've noted, for Legacy so far today.
Yeah, Liz Lenhart got that nice dig off of for the second contact to save that ball for Bismarck. And honestly, right now, Minot North passes are off the net, which sets are off the net, and then hits are off the net. And when you're off the net swinging, you're shortening up your approach, and then you're over swinging and balls are going out. So they need to get that pass to the setter to have an effective attack.
Really tight set there against the net. Legacy just ran out of room there. Pudwell trying to get it up.
Yeah, back row attack. So she's a back row setter coming in, right? And if she has her hand over the height of the net and the ball goes over, that's illegal. Can't do that as a back row setter.
Minot North has found just their second point of the first set. And it will end in another side out.
So what you have there is one player looking at another player to go get that ball, and nobody got it.
You talk about the experience there, libero Kate Weishar, her second season starting. Now the senior, one of the few seniors on this roster. She was in that mix. Receive the serve.
Nice
Kelly,
pass.
Kill number 1.
Yeah, there you go. Nice pass by Weishar. Nice set. I think that was Francis, and then a kill by Kelly. They need a ton of that this year.
Even Kelly, an all-region selection, fell just shy of 100 kills in the regular season, just counting the conference matches. Nice swing there, powering through the block. Gracie Watson, I think one of the up-and-comers for Legacy, just a sophomore, but going to get a lot of experience this year.
Yeah, and it's so fun to watch sophomores get up there and swing, right? Like, she had no fear there. There was a big block coming, and she just swung hard and powered through. Good for her.
10-3 Legacy on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Addie Harper still trying to get her going, but it's now 0 for 4 on the attack.
Oh, I think we have a net violation. Yep. Net violation on Bismarck Legacy, so that is a kill for Harper. And again, she's also a sophomore. So you have Harper, and you have on the Minot North side, you got Watson on the Bismarck Legacy side. Watch, they're kind of similar. They're big hops, big approaches, and just huge swings, right? When you're a sophomore, you're just going up and swinging hard. Nice block by Kelly.
Kelly Laskowski was over there as well for North. Watch it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
Yeah,
great. On the near side.
Great closing of the block there by Laskowski and Kelly with most of her hands on that one. And again.
Nice dig there from Aniston Parent, and another one for Legacy. It's going to stay in bounds. Pudwell, second time in a row. Now diving is the libero.
That was exciting, Owen.
Lenhart, but it just couldn't stay up for the Sabres. And Minot North is trailing 10-6.
Yeah, and Francis, that was a choice to do that first dump. The second one wasn't a choice. She didn't have many options, but she's like, what do I need to do to get a kill as a setter in this game? And she did there. Ball served out by Minot North.
It's time to remind you that today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Rendry Electric Cooperative, your local electric cooperative that provides energy-saving Marathon water heaters and other electrical heating products. Contact them today for more information.
Nice.
Off the block, down the line, and in. That will go a point for Minot North.
I think what's going to be really critical this year for Minot North and Avon Kelly's play is her ability to do defense. You saw her get that block, right? She's going to be going from defense to offense. She's going to have to transition so well, and she's going to have to do both things well, and she's capable for sure.
Far side putt will hit the antenna.
Little run here for Minot North. After being down 7-1 or 8-1? 7-1, I think.
7-1.
Yep.
North wants to check their rotation for a second. Still not even halfway through this first set, even though it felt like Legacy was going to control it for the longest time. Back-to-back service errors, though, for Minot North. This one comes from Kelly.
Yeah, it's tough when you, yeah, coach might be saying that's my bad, right? Because Kelly went into her plan to do her serve, and then obviously you're getting a rotation check, kind of messes with your setup for the serve, kind of like in golf.
Huge swing there by Ellie Laskowski in the middle. Put another one on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay reel.
Yeah, and another sophomore swinging away here. So a few grade 10s that are making a huge difference in the first part of this match.
Oof. 3 in a row. Serves missed for Minot North. And that's is that some early season stuff, or is that some stuff that probably shouldn't ever be there?
I think that's early season. Again, you go back, like you're setting up your putt in golf, right? You go back there to serve. You're by yourself, right? So you have to have a routine, and you just got to get more reps.
Credit that kill for Legacy to Finley Fedig. This is 14-9 in favor of the visitors.
And also interesting, Falcon's been quiet, right?
Yeah,
and
she's
these
been
first 14
back
points.
row primarily.
Yep. So that says, I mean, if they can have that kind of diverse attack, watch out for Bismarck Legacy. Nice dig by Volk.
Just wide from Evelyn Jessen. Yeah, look at what the Legacy Sabres have done today. Falcon and Volk, the two returners with over 100 kills last year, primarily just defensively, they've done a lot of the work. It's been everybody else on the front row.
Right. So, I mean, if that's what Coach Astle is trying to do, is get the younger kids some touches, right? Great. Because then you can rely on Volk and Falcon anytime.
Another First International Bank and Trust timeout used by the Minot North Sentinels, who trail 16-9 in set number 1 on the PSP Network.
Financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
So there's kind of maybe some strategy to Volk and Falcon not getting the ball early and allowing it, Coach Astle kind of saying, get the ball out to the other hitters, is that Minot North is likely trying to key on them, which means you're not going to have a whole lot of closed blocks. I mean, at some point, it's like, you know, Stephon Curry, right? The Falcon and Volk are going to get the ball, but it's fun to give the other players a chance to get themselves involved in the game.
Kill right there for Minot North. Go to Laskowski, went right in between Falcon.
Yeah, nice serve receive call play, I bet you, by Coach Francis in that timeout.
Despite how kind of lopsided this first set has felt, it is only a 6-point margin. That is number 5.
5 missed serves in one set. Your first set at home. That's some nerves. That's some nerves.
It's a 7-point deficit, and 5 of those points have been service errors now for Minot North. Chance to even tie it at this point.
Nice pass there by Harper.
Francis sets in the middle. A long shot to the corner. Want to watch it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. The referee up here atop all these bleachers.
That's right. You need the tennis replay, right, when they show the shadow of the ball. The replay. Nick Hulberg, can we get that, please?
Back to the action. 18-10 Sabres. Set it up in the middle.
Yeah, beautiful. They're just running great transition of defense to offense, and I give tons of credit to Liz Lenhart there on a perfect pass to the setter for them to be able to run their offense.
Fedig with another kill. Sabres closing in on a set 1 win, but they will run into a service error of their own. Brooklyn Pudwill trying to put that one in play.
Finley Fettig has got the ball a lot for Bismarck Legacy this first set. Another great pass by Lenhart.
They'll go over Fettig, late to it. Were the Sabres on that set. This one will drop for Minot North, bringing the score to 12-19.
Yeah, smart play by Avon Kelly. Just get that ball. She knew that there was kind of a cluster going on the Bismarck Legacy side. So great to just get that ball to a deep corner. Smart play by Kelly on a kill. And they need to put serves in play.
That's Weishar's responsibility. Chance at an ace. She's got it. Goes after Sammy Watson. And a pass that ends up in the Legacy bench will again close the gap to just 6 points.
You can see Coach Francis is calling where to serve to Weishar.
We'll go back to the same spot and Watson. Good
Nice
ball here
dig.
for the Sentinels. Here inside, Harper.
Touch on the block, Owen. Nice dig by Laskowski. Good set by Francis. And nice finish by the sophomore, Addie Harper.
After some early struggles for her, swung and missed on the first 4 attacks. Good to see one fall now.
Misplay there on the set for Legacy.
Sabres still going to get another good chance. Fettig patrolling the middle of the court. That has been trouble for the Sentinels.
Yeah, she's got a wonderful vertical. Coach Astle has to love that out of Finley Fettig. 6 feet and can jump really well.
Francis sets to Harper. You can count that one for Minot North. 15-20 here in set 1. These two teams met up twice last season. Legacy took both in straight sets and then 3-1. That goes back to Fettig. Boy, the hot hand are the Sabres, dug out though by McKinley Craig, and that leads to another Minot North point.
Yeah, solid dig by McKinley Craig on that play to kind of start the transition. For Minot North, kind of a baby run here again. They had a run kind of after they were down 7-1, and a little run here. Keep the ball in play. Nice touch on the block there by Kelly and Francis.
So Harper over the block. Lenhart, the libero, sets up. Gracie Watson.
Oh, good play.
Nice hustle there by Craig with the pass. Hit the net.
Yeah, nice down the line shot by Gracie Watson. Took a little bit off of it, which is why I think Craig was thinking it'd be a little deeper in position 1. And so she had to kind of dive for it. Nice job by Gracie Watson for Bismarck Legacy.
Pass goes over the net, and Legacy is going to take that all night long. Already 22-16 Sabres on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Your life is busy, that's why they'll make managing your money easy. Locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. Lenhart just over the net on serve. Francis goes right back to Kelly, who received the serve, and it's back to the Sentinels.
Yeah, and there's that slide play, Owen, right where Kelly's coming. She's in the middle position. She goes behind the setter, and the setter sets kind of an A or a quick set behind her and runs the slide by Kelly. Nice job on the timing early in the season. Francis to Kelly.
Back-to-back for Avon Kelly. Pudwill was there, just not clean off the arm.
Yeah, nice dig by Craig on that play. Great set by Francis, and a nice across-her-body kill by Avon Kelly. She's got a few already this first set.
Wild pass there for the Sabres. Still able to get it
in.
across for Watson, and the Sabres get away with that.
Yeah, remember that point. You kind of had them running here, and nice athletic play to keep
Pass
that
went
ball.
Up,
Wow.
Nobody was there for the Sentinels. So 23-18 Sabres, closing in on the end of set number 1. Kelly, who's been hot. Finally a dig for Legacy.
Block.
Pudwill is
Another
blocked
block.
a second
There's that.
time at the net.
Keep going.
Stays in play. Kelly finishes the point.
You got to show that. I mean, you had Kelly one side block, another side block, a tip and got touch on the block, and then goes and gets the kill. That's an excellent series of plays by Ava and Kelly.
Now we saw one of the 3 blocks right there on your Ryan Family Dealerships replay. A 4-point lead for the Legacy Sabres. Pudwill hung in the air there. Kelly able to dig it.
Falcon should get this ball. There it is. She just got
to Falcon. You get one chance, you got to make it count.
I'm like, Falcon should get this ball at this moment. Yeah, and she just got it. Nice set there by
Solom.
Solom, thank you very much. Set point here.
Brought to you by Serve Pro. 24/7 emergency service.
Great pass by Weishar.
Laskowski blocked by Falcon and Pudwill. Laskowski again standing on the court.
Beauty
far
set.
side. Nice swing by Watson. Dug out by Minot North's McKinley Craigers. An overpass to the Sabres trying to put away set 1. Pudwill down the line but ended up in the net.
Yeah, now, I mean, set was a little tight there by Solon, but she's been impressive getting to the net from back row to front row, but a little tight for Pudwill to go get, and net violation by Pudwill. Ooh.
Lenhart a little bit confused there by the serve from Bryn Francis. It's hard to tell from our angle, but there's always some sort of rotation and spin to those serves, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, this little jump float thing that has gotten really popular in the game of volleyball. That's in. By a foot, that was in. So there's that idea, right? She sends it up high. You don't know. You're gauging it from looking up, right? And you're thinking where you are in the court that it's out, and it's not. Nice job by Francis.
Still a Serve Pro set point for Legacy. And what was a very nice run for the Sentinels to end the opening set of today's match will go down as a win for the Sabres on their 6th service error to open up the match. 25-22 in favor of the Sabres to take a 1-0 lead on the PSP Network.
Deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
That your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
Set 1 done. It goes to the Legacy Sabres 25-22. Today's broadcast of high school volleyball on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by Minot State University. The best way to predict your future is to create it. With over 100 areas of study at Minot State, you can earn the degree for the career you desire. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. That's Minot State University. I want to talk about season openers.
Sure, I would love to. Talk to me. Owen, talk to me.
Minot State volleyball going to open their season in Alaska this weekend.
Yeah, I heard about that. Wow, I think the farthest we went, I know we were in Canada a little bit, my home country. I know we were in Minneapolis a little bit. Definitely a ton of South Dakota. Saw Mount Rushmore more times in a 4-year span than I ever have. But yeah, Alaska, good for them. I think that's wonderful for student athletes to, while they're playing the sport, to go and experience different parts of the country. I think it's fantastic.
Here in Minot, the Sabres, I mean, that was a first set kind of hard to describe even. It started out so well for the Sabres, a 7-1 lead, but Minot North always found a way, despite a lot of errors in that, a couple of misses, to make it just a 3-point difference in the end.
Okay, so 22-25 they lose. Symbolistic, they lost the set on a missed serve. They had 6 missed serves. And I would probably say they had, at the beginning of the set, maybe 6 hitting errors. So the rest of the time they were great. The rest of the time they were great. But you got to give credit to Bismarck Legacy because they took advantage, obviously, of those things. And then when they needed some transition from defense to offense, they were pretty special. So if Minot North can clean up some errors, honestly, this is going to be a really fun match to watch and call.
Still waiting the start of set number 2. I think there was a issue down at the scorer's table, making sure everything's correct.
Missed serves really again at the beginning of the year is just concentration. You know, Coach Francis, everybody has a different kind of way to coach their players when they're serving. She's calling out behind her clipboard where she wants the athlete to serve to, right? Some people do it and some people don't, right? It's part of, I think what she's trying to do is make it, hey, it's part of your rhythm and your routine back there that you look at me, you get where I want you to serve to, do your routine and keep the serve in. I think really it's just more reps. You just need more reps, and if this kind of serving kind of continues for Minot North, they'll be serving a lot in practice tomorrow, I guarantee it.
Liz Lenhart starts the second set at the service line for Legacy. Sabres with a chance on offense. Dig by Perrin for the Sentinels. Near
Nice
side,
set there.
Laskowski. Another nice dig by Pudwell. She's doing everything for Legacy today. Francis goes to Jessen, and she'll get the kill. You know, Evelyn Jessen was one of those players that was a kind of mid-season call-up. We never had her on the roster, always had to ask, but Evelyn Jessen by the end of the season became one of Minot North's go-tos.
Yeah, and there was an interesting set. It was an inside shoot. It was low. I think either Jessen wasn't approaching fast enough or the set wasn't high enough. My guess is Jessen got it low, but she was smart with that ball. She two-handed setted it over into an interesting spot and got a kill. Takes all kinds of plays to get a kill.
And Jessen especially stood out on the defensive side, 10 blocks over that, I guess, small sample size of a season at varsity despite being called up pretty early on. Pudwell sets up Falcon, just tips it over the net. Saving it was Francis for the Sentinels. Playing with the lead for the first time today. Stays in the back row. Francis ahead to Harper. Sabres got a block up.
Nice set there by Francis. Back set to Craig.
Legacy keeps the play alive. Francis will go to option number 3, and that's the right one, Evelyn Jessen.
Yeah, and Jessen with 2 kills. Something to mention about Bismarck Legacy in that first set, quite a few errors by Minot North, but they're playing really good defense. They're playing some scrappy defense. You're noticing some balls that I would think would be kills for Minot North. Bismarck Legacy is getting them up, so good for them. They're scrappy, and I think it's led by Lenhart back there, the senior libero.
Craig through the block of Falcon and Gracie Watson. A 3-0 lead for the Sentinels to start the second.
And she was fired up there. Craig on that kill.
Laskowski continues serving for North. Everything on the back row here for the Sabres. Watson sends it across. Laskowski, then Francis,
Nice
then Harper.
tap.
Nice way to go around the block by Addie Harper.
Really great traditional tip there over the block by Addie Harper. And she's showing some diverse skill set in terms of her offensive options as a sophomore. There's definitely a plan to go to Sammy Watson, Bismarck Legacy side, in terms of serve receive. Most of the balls are being served to her.
Falcon tries to tip right there in the middle. We only saw her swing away one time in that first set, despite being a player with over 100 kills last season. And now 2 attempts at just tip kills.
There's a good pass by Watson.
Goes to Gracie Watson, dug out by Francis. Just play it across to the Sabres, who trail by 5. Falcon on the near side. Now Harper across again for the Sentinels.
Nice set. Great block there.
What's the call? It is out. Falcon tried to go to where there was nobody on the court for North, but just couldn't get between the lines. A 6-0 run to start the second set.
Wow. Must have been the between set speech by Coach
got
Francis.
a few more
I
words
got
in
their
there.
attention, I think, a little bit.
Pudwell had to reach way back for that. Stepping right into it was McKinley Craig. Nice dig for Legacy. A couple in there.
Great dig by Laskowski there. Great set. That's a beautiful set by Bryn Francis. Starts with the dig by Laskowski. Great finish by Harper. Minot North is on. Timeout Bismarck Legacy. 7-0. Set 2 for Minot North.
Approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Well, replays on the PSP Network today are brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. For 50 years, Ryan's been a trusted name for car buyers in western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory online at driveryan.com, one of their 5 locations in Minot or Williston. First International Bank of Trust timeout taken by the Sabres. It was a 7-1 start for Legacy in set number 1, a 7-0 start for Minot North in set 2.
Yeah, and this looks really different because they're just on a roll here. I think there were some like errors, I would say, on the Minot North side on that set 1. But set 2, like Bismarck Legacy's not playing terrible. Minot North has just stepped up their game and reduced the errors. Oh,
that is
slow
out.
call. Uh-oh, Coach Astle doesn't like the call.
All the Sabres kind of wondering if that was on the line. 8 in a row for Minot North.
Yeah, this is incredible for them. Great play
Falcon
there.
finally gets to see one fall. Yeah, you just said about Legacy. They haven't really changed anything. They haven't played terribly in this second set at all to fall behind 8-0. It's just Minot North's defense has always been there.
Yeah, and I think that maybe that was the talking to that Coach Francis gave them, is like a little more effort on every single play, please. Yep. And they're keeping balls in play in terms, I think maybe Francis is getting the ball a little bit more outside for Harper so that she can essentially use the whole court. And she's doing so. Big lead like this at the start, you just keep the pedal on the gas.
Francis, she take that one away from Laskowski.
Nice job, OP. Yes, that was not Francis's ball. Nope. So Laskowski's right there to make the dig. Francis needs to go in and be the setter as the back row setter.
It's like me in pickleball. any ball is my ball.
Oh, really? You've started playing pickleball? Okay.
Just twice.
Just twice.
Point for the Sabres. Won't be a sign out this time. They trail 3-. Actually, no. Yeah.
Yeah, they trail 3-9. Yep. Yep. And that was a really great serve into kind of between position 1 and 2 on the volleyball court. Great pass by Harper. Oh.
When that time there was nobody behind Francis, had to make a play on it, but the pass went into the net.
Yeah, just maybe some defensive positioning is a little off here in the last couple points for Minot North.
Francis goes up to Craig, denied.
Great block by Falcon and Watson over there. Oh, ball's in play. Oh, good hustle.
Crashing into the net was Solom to save it for Legacy. Nice run of 3 points there for the Sabres, but still trail by 10. 10 by 6, sorry.
Nice serve.
Miscommunication there between Volk and Solom. And that was kind of the key that didn't make it out of the graphic in our pregame show, was the communication. And
that I wrote down for you?
Solom and Volk just crashed into one another.
Yeah, communication is key throughout the season, but really critical at the beginning of the year because you know, again, you're new, essentially new on the court, right? Multiple different voices. You got to talk as much as possible. And it takes a little while before you just know someone's going to be there. You got to talk everything out early on.
Falcon to serve for Legacy, trailing 5-11 in set 2.
Great pass by Weishar.
Ellie steps into that, and he gets blocked and eventually falls on the Sentinel side. Already a 1-0 set lead for the Legacy Sabres. Took the opening one 25-22 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Great play by Francis.
No look.
Watson.
Oh, and that by Watson.
Touch.
There's their touch. There was. Solom trying to get it.
I am noticing a little bit with Minot North. When the ball is set high, like anything, it's predictable. So then the Bismarck Legacy block gets underneath it. When they speed things up like they did right there, they're being way more effective. So look for them to continue that. Faster sets, not high sets. But you can't set a fast set unless you get a pass. Look at that play.
North trying to make something out of that. It was played over the net by Bentley Solom all the way to the corner. Legacy's pulled off that play 2 or 3 times already tonight.
And it's early.
Just halfway into the second set. Laskowski low there, goes right into the net.
Yeah, I think you're right. That set might have been just a little low. Ball off the net again, so you have to adjust, right? If your setter comes off the net, you have to adjust and not swing so hard.
Serve receive goes back across the net. Still playable for North. Aniston Perrin going to set up Laskowski. Second try, good for Ellie.
Yeah, nice. She adjusted there, right? That ball was off the net as well and adjusted better on the outside than she did on that previous play in the middle.
Cambry Volk is not playing all around the court for Legacy.
Yeah, I wonder.
Got to touch on that last point.
Great
Set
block.
up there again. It's Finley Fettig playing a big part. Carly McLeod gets some credit.
Yeah, and has she been on the floor maybe a little bit? And we just haven't said her name yet, but that's a great job.
So far.
Yeah, great job by McLeod and Fettig on that block of Laskowski.
And again, Volk taken out before a substitution goes, or rotation goes to the front row. Block for the Sentinels. They lead 14-9.
So essentially, so Gracie Watson comes in for Volk, and I wonder about that. I wonder if there's maybe an injury with Volk in terms of front row contact. Something on her wrist. She does have one wrist taped, but just speculation by me just looking. But usually you would want your senior in there. And we know how effective she was last year, right? So there could be a little bit of an injury there in terms of the front row, and that's why Gracie Watson is in and doing a nice job. She is definitely doing a nice job as a sophomore.
Volk, the leading returner in kills per match for Legacy at over 7.5. Actually had her career high against Minot North last year with 14. That one's out.
Craig really wants some touch on that ball, but she's not getting it.
15-10 lead for Minot North. Well, just how set one ended up close.
yeah.
Same has happened here in set number 2.
Swing by Jessen there.
Gracie Watson.
There she is.
Had about 8 tries to start this set. It was just never hitting the ground until that one goes off the dig and out of bounds.
It's so fun to see freshmen and sophomores playing so well. Especially as a coach, you're like, I got a bunch of more years with these kids.
Well, the gap closes a little bit more, and a First International Bank and Trust timeout is on the way. 15-12, Minot North in the lead, but again, they're up 7-0 early.
Financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Today's presentation of high school volleyball on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by Moonlight Home Improvement, your home renovation specialist in the Magic City. If you've been putting off the basement, kitchen, bathroom, or any interior renovation, now is the time to book your free estimate with MHI. Mention PSP Network, and you can get up to 10% off your project's invoice. Call Drew now at 701-721-4612 or head to moonlighthomeimprovement.com.
Some errors have creeped into the match in this set, too, for Minot North again.
Still up 15-12. Now they'll extend their lead to that play.
Yeah, nice play again out of the timeout by Coach Francis on serve receive. They almost did look like a double swing out of the middle there. One fake and one hitting. Tough for the block to figure it out. Then it went off the block and out. Point Minot North. Falcon
tries to go over the block. Francis dives in with the dig. Back row Laskowski.
No touch. Sang.
Laskowski that served for all those points to begin the set, and it's a side out her second time around.
So you have Solom that's back to serve, and she'll be doing the setting with Pudwell on the right side as a lefty. Free ball here for Legacy. There it is.
To Pudwell. On the Minot North side, had a really nice look there, did Jessen. An open corner on the near side, just couldn't put it in.
Nice pass by Laskowski.
Off the block and out of bounds. Credit that to Addie Harper.
Yeah, and you're going to see that as kind of a typical, I would say, error to start a season 2 is blocks not closing, right? Just you got to figure out your footwork. You got to figure out the timing with various hitters. And so ball hit out on the serve by Minot North. So look for timing throughout the year to get better with blocking and closing blocks specifically.
Side out, side out. Side out, side out right here in the middle of set 2. It's 15-17. That pass will go out of bounds, and the Sabres will keep serving.
And after being down 7-0 to start set 2, they're close to tying this set.
16-17 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Gracie Watson, the sophomore, at the line. Just over the net. Settles up to play it. Block goes right back to Avon Kelly. Harper over the block.
Any touch?
Still waiting on word. No touch. That's out, and we are tied at 17.
I understand Coach Francis's point. The ball actually went down and up. How does that do that unless somebody touches it? But no touch called by the refs, who have tons of experience.
Right on the dig there for Bentley Sorum. Going to play it across the net as well. This time
Good
Kelly
set.
in the middle.
Solom
again. Another free one for Minot North. This time they go to Harper. All the way across the front row, but just couldn't get it.
Yeah, just a miss hit there by Harper. Excellent job on the Bismarck Legacy side by Bentley Solom. That was a big swing by Kelly and a huge dig by Solom.
Two of them in that 1 point for her. Legacy has completely erased that early deficit. They lead 18-17, but it goes away after 1 point.
This is fun to see early in the volleyball season, a set like this that's close towards the end. You kind of see what your mental capacity is as a team early.
Of all of those matches that were played in Bismarck over the weekend, Minot North had the longest set of 56 points.
Here's a free ball for them.
Blocked by the Sabres. Still in play for the Sentinels. From the back row, it's Craig. And out. Still no signal from anybody.
No signal.
We haven't.
Oh, boy.
There we go.
Coach Astle helped out the lines judge on that one. Yeah, I mean,
it seemed pretty obvious it was just about the touch.
Yeah, I don't think the line judge was paying attention. It's tough to do, right? It's definitely, as a player, you want that ball called quickly, fast. Nice slide, set there, that's a beauty.
It's kind of the specialty for Avon Kelly last year, and here it is again in 2025.
And it's all about timing, and honestly, I'm kind of impressed with the timing from Francis to Kelly. It was one of the keys I mentioned in a pregame. The slide's looking pretty good.
19 all in set 2. Aniston Perrin, the serve.
Good hustle
Craig
there.
saves it.
Nice set.
Francis up to Laskowski.
No touch
by the Sabres block. They go back ahead by 1.
Owen, when I played and there was no touch, I was screaming no touch. And even if there was a little bit of touch, I still also was screaming no touch, right? Nice job by the players there for Bismarck Legacy. Another slide. Good
Sentinels
play.
can tie it again, and they do. Kelly didn't get the greatest of sets right there, but made something out of it.
Yeah, and she might want to consider that play. That was a really smart play going over to position 5 in the volleyball court. Usually the defense is playing, that libero's playing in the middle and going side to side on a play like that out of the middle, right? So she kind of faked that thing. So I think that's a smart play by Kelly. Nice pass by Volk. Oh, that's out.
Nope. Called in.
No, we got it. It's
What?
called out. She called it in, but ball was called out by the upper official.
There's more time talking about the new Minot North player at the service line, varsity debut for Kaylin McKechnie, another sophomore.
And that's a heck of a serve right there coming in.
They'll get back-to-back points. Sentinels lead 22-20.
Timeout, I bet. Yep.
Timeout Legacy, brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. We will step aside into the end of set number 2. Sentinels looking to even it up at 1 apiece.
Over 60 years combined experience in the field. Not only are we writing estimates, talking with customers, we're in the shop working alongside of our team members.
I've always had a very strong passion for repairing vehicles. I've been doing it since I've been in high school, and I've always enjoyed seeing the vehicle repaired back to their original conditions.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve the Bismarck-Mandan community for the last 7 years. We look forward to expanding into our new addition to better serve our customers, Centennial Collision and Paint.
Sentinels lead 22-20 in set number 2. At the service line, the sophomore, as talked about right before the break, Kaylin McKechnie off the bench, called into action.
Yeah, pretty amazing, you guys. Set 2, she's cold. She's freezing cold on the bench. Here she comes in, and, I mean, amazing first serve. See what she does after the timeout for her second serve. At a critical point, 22-20 for Minot North.
Just crossed the net, going to be played by Sammy Watson. Now, free ball for the Sentinels. Pass, though, against the net. Francis, though, will score the point, 23-20.
Yeah, and that was Aniston Perrin that kind of had that ball tight. Now, that could be a planned play, everybody, because Francis can get up there and direct that ball in the second hit. Nice play by Francis. Back row, first one I've seen. Nice play. Smart play.
It's by Craig, picked up by the Sabres, and now Sammy Watson swinging for Legacy. In the middle, Jessen, though, into the net. And the Sabres do stay alive in set 2.
Yeah, and great job again by Caitlin McKechnie coming in there and getting 3 great serves in and 1 awesome dig. See what Sammy Watson does on Bismarck Legacy side. Down 2 points towards the end of set 2.
3 aces over her sophomore season a year ago. Will stay in play. The block is up for Legacy. Finley Fettig has been one of the best players of the match.
Absolutely.
Laskowski on the near side. Lenhart was there, but nobody else picked it up.
So right there is an excellent example of putting the ball in the sweet spot for the hitter, right? Great shoot set or lower outside set by Bryn Francis to Laskowski. Great finish. Set point, Minot North.
Brought to you by Serve Pro, 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. And they're close set today, 25-22, Legacy in the first. Currently 24-21, Minot North in the second. Lenhart
That was a curveball there.
Gracie Watson playing over by Fettig. Sentinels with a free ball. Francis sets up McKinley Craig wide and out of bounds.
Yeah, I got to try and keep that ball in play towards the end of a set.
Sentinels can still win it here, but a block set up by the Sabres. Bring it down to just one serve pro set point. Senior libero Liz Lenhart at the service line, and Carrie Francis is going to try and ice.
She adjusted her serve receive there like last second. It was almost like, you know, a play in football where you move players, right, last second. Then she's like, we better call a timeout. So she had one. I think it was a good time to burn it, right, because you serve receive this well, you win the set.
Another stoppage here of our coverage of high school volleyball on the PSP Network, and that brings us a good time to remind you today's broadcast is brought to you by Dakota Square Arco. They invite you to the 8th annual Fuel the Fight on Saturday, September 6th. Not too far away. Fuel the Fight helps patients offset transportation costs when requiring treatment at Trinity Health Cancer Care Center. Don't miss Fuel the Fight on Saturday, September 6th at Dakota Square Arco Station in Minot, North Dakota. Once our match is done today, we'll have the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show that includes speaking with our Sport Clips MVP. They're the home of the MVP haircut experience. Check it online with the hairstylist today at sportclips.com or use the app. Still a ways away. We are ending set 2 shortly. Legacy serving down 23-24. Overall in the match, up 1-0.
Coach Francis, I think, has been batting 1,000 with serve receive points off of her timeouts. She needs the most important one right here.
Don't want to jinx it right there, Spelt. Laskowski with the swing, dug by the Sabres. There's a block
Big
for the
block.
Sabres. Laskowski hit it.
McLeod and Falcon coming up big for Bismarck Legacy to tie set 2.
They tie it at 24. Saw it right there on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay, and it's an ace for Liz Lenhart. Legacy has the lead. A serve pro set point for the Sabres, going up 2-0. Francis goes up to Jessen. Dug by Pudwill. Now Lenhart up to Watson. Francis sets behind her to Craig. Still played by the Sabres. And the free one for Minot North. All the way to the back corner. Perrin keeps it in play. Laskowski over the block.
Tentative.
Bad pass there for the Sabres.
Good
goes into the
hustle.
bench. And the score evens again.
Excellent set 2 here. You had Minot North that had multiple set points at 24-21. You just had Bismarck Legacy with one. Now the set is tied again.
Extra points in set 2.
And everybody's kind of a little tentative with the ball when they get it on the third contact. Everybody is right now. And that's a nice little drop play by Laskowski out of the back row.
And it was a Weishar that set it up. Watch it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Right where Laskowski wanted it. And their serve pro set point opportunity for Minot North, leading 26-25. Falcon rises
Nice
over the block.
dig.
Laskowski the credit on that one. So pass Falcon
Out.
this time to
Minot North
Gracie
wins.
Watson. Goes out of bounds, and the Sentinels second set victory, 27-25. We'll be back with set 3 after this commercial break on the PSP Network.
For a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Work is proudly brought to you by Follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Set 3 coming up from Sentinel Gymnasium in Minot, North Dakota. Looking ahead at our upcoming broadcast on the PSP Network this week. A whole lot of volleyball for you on Thursday and Saturday. Legacy Sabres home opener against the Minot High Majets. That's on Thursday night from down in Bismarck. Minot's a pretty interesting team this year. They've been on the rise for so long, but now a big rebuild happening for the Majets.
Yeah, you know, they had so many players involved last year. Like so many, like probably 10 that had tons of touches. With that came some experience. So I'm guessing that the 6 that they're putting out there that didn't graduate, you know, they have some playing time in them. But it'll be interesting to see who kind of that 6 kind of rises to the top and is the impact players. You got to have a couple impact players for Minot High.
Hey, here in Minot, we'll have some small school volleyball coverage for you from our Redeemers, the Castle. They take on Cameron Bubbles. A lot of great things come from the new 3-division format. The one thing I think we're going to be missing the most is no more South Prairie versus our Redeemers for region titles.
Oh, I didn't know that.
South Prairie's up to Division A, what was probably one of the better rivalries in high school volleyball in North Dakota.
Yeah, and it was really competitive.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, which I love in female sports. Nice hustle there by Lenhart. Good serve by Francis to start off set 3. Are we going to be doing some of that? It's double A, B. Got it. Thank you.
We will have for sure coverage of the West Region Volleyball Tournament from the new Mandan Gymnasium.
Oh, that's beautiful over there.
It's a long time away, though.
Nice spot.
Point for the Sabres. It's 1-all.
Nice spot. Again, I think that was Falcon there. She's been quiet, I would say, in this match. That could be strategic. Give the ball to some of the sophomores on the outside, and definitely Fedig has had a great match to start the season here. Nice set by Solon.
Craig with the kill.
Yeah, and she had to speed up her approach there. She was slightly late, realized the set was coming a little lower, sped it up. Nice adjustment by Craig on that play.
Seen it a second time on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Sentinels take a 2-1 lead. Something new, a back and forth start to a set. And a 7-0 Minot North lead in set 2. And again, service trades hands back to the Sabres.
That is how you run a quick out of the middle. That's how fast the speed of the play should be, right? Excellent pass, great set, and Fedig just crushed that thing.
Pudwill serves in the net. He's got side outs in the third. Scoreboard sponsor is BNC National Bank. Locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Find them online at bnc.bank. 3-2 Sentinels on that scoreboard, and each team has taken a set tonight.
Gotta go, gotta go.
Tracking that one down out of bounds was Laskowski. Kelly, free ball over to the Sabres. There's a swing by McLeod. Just a net violation against the Sentinels.
Oh. It's a tough one when the ball's hit out. See how Minot North does early on in set 3 with serve receive. There's a good pass right there.
There, Kelly, after being called for that violation, gets the point right back, and Minot North goes back on serve. I guess the one big storyline that we talked about from set 1 And then not so much in set 2 for a good reason was the service errors were brought down dramatically.
Yeah, I think it was 6 in the first and only 1 in the second, and it changed the whole trajectory of that set 2. But you gotta look at what Minot North did there. They're up big to start, got a little tight in the middle, then they're up big to finish at 24-21. It gets tied. Bismarck Legacy is a set point, and Minot North stays with it and pulls it out. That's a huge mental win for Minot North to win that second set, and we have the match tied 1-1. And a pretty good start here to set 3. A little bit more competitive going back and forth, like you said, versus the big holes that both teams have gotten themselves into in set 1 and set 2.
Had a ace in there from McKinley Craig before the Sabres won back the point. Sentinels will make this 6-4.
And Minot North staying committed to that slide. And really, it's basically Francis and Kelly. So I can just about imagine what practice looks like and how many times they run that play.
Lenhart calls for it, sets up Gracie Watson. Dig by McKinley Craig in the back row for Minot North. Now she'll send it across Lenhart. A split-second decision. Tried to punch that ball in the air, but it went right out of bounds.
Yeah, and really a nice play by McKinley Craig there on the back row attack to keep that ball in play. She's got a lot of nice topspin on her ball. Great tip by Falcon. Awesome dig there by Perrin. Good hustle, Minot North.
A player that not in the match a whole lot, but when she is, has made a lot of highlight reel plays. Carly McLeod in on the block.
Yeah, and I think that's what the highlight plays have been, has been the block. So nice job by her, tag teaming definitely with Falcon. Carly McLeod. There's the slide again.
Count as a kill for Avon Kelly.
I would probably venture to say of like 100 balls that are going to Kelly, 75% are on the slide. That's interesting to me. Very interesting. Versus out of the middle. At least in the first 2 sets and a quarter here in this match. Big swing.
Skowski down the line, but out of bounds. And another new player check in there for the Sentinels and Ali Chell.
So some adjustments being made after set 2 win. And you're going to have some issues here with serve receive. Yep, and I'm noticing.
Watson with a serve for Legacy goes to libero Weishar.
So you now have Sim setting.
Yeah, another new player in for North. Another debuting varsity player, Leanne Sim.
For 1 play. Okay.
It worked.
And maybe, maybe it has to do with, like, I noticed Minot North got in a couple positions there on serve receive that were a bit of a struggle in terms of where to go offensively. And that's just an experience. You're going to get more and more reps. It's going to work. So I think maybe France is trying to, adjust in those certain serve receive positions with new players. Have a different look and hopefully get a serve receive side out like they did.
Craig right into the net, point for the Sabres. Thinking back on it last year, we saw a lot from Minot North. Set 3, you start bringing in more players off the bench. Is that kind of a common thing to wait that long and bring them off the bench cold?
What I love about that is that Coach Francis's philosophy is I'm not going to leave something in there that isn't working, right? Just to see if it'll work after 6 to 8 plays. She's like, okay, it didn't work in 2. I'm adjusting it in the next set. So I give her credit there. Some coaches would just leave people in and let them kind of sit in the errors, right? Coach Francis is not. She's going to bring in other people to try to reduce the overall amount of errors. It doesn't mean like the next match she does the same thing, because maybe those errors won't happen, right?
Sitting at 10-7 Minot North on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. The double hit there by the Sentinels.
Teeter-totter here, set 3. Back and forth.
Really has been. I think that 10-7 lead, maybe the largest of the set so far.
For 1 second, I was like, does Owen know what a teeter-totter is? That's what I thought.
Yes, I do.
From the old days of the parks and schools.
Attack there by, I believe it was McLeod again for Legacy. In the front row.
Yeah, McLeod and Fettig are really having some impact points.
That first set was all about Finley Fettig.
Tough ball there.
Harper's blocked.
Nice
Go to Craig on the other side. Pass into the net, and Legacy won't be able to play that one back over.
That's a really beautiful set by Bryn Francis. I mean, she's essentially facing the net. She's on her back foot, and she's behind the attack line. And she sets a perfect ball to the right side. That's a talented setter right there.
Off the shoulder of Lenhart on serve receive. Sabres will still earn a point from
Nice
it.
job.
Sammy Watson.
Have you noticed Lenhart's like a boxer back there? Like, she's taking balls all over the place. And that has a lot to do. She sits back quite a bit on serve receive, which is great, right? Because then you're closer to the line, so you know. And the serves are just bouncing all over the place, and she's doing a nice job back there. It's in. Oh,
on the
no.
line. No.
Yeah.
See if we can spot it from up here again.
I'll just tell you that ball was in. Yeah.
Okay. 11-all. Pudwell, Lenhart, and Pudwell again to get it across. That pass intended for Craig, but she was the only one that didn't know it was for her.
Late to the block there.
It was Kelly and Harper that went up for Minot North, but the point will go to the Sabres. They lead 13-11.
Yeah, it was fast. Did that happen fast, I feel like? I think the Sentinels were up 2, and now they're down 2.
The largest lead of the set has been 3 points in favor of Minot North. Another one from Francis to Craig, and that will be a First International Bank and Trust timeout taken by Carrie Francis and the Minot North Sentinels. Back with more high school volleyball action on the PSP Network after this commercial break.
Relax, spas, etc. Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance hot tubs, and Michael Phelps swim spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
At the same time, or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy cooperative, your source for power and information.
Right back to volleyball after that timeout on the floor. 14-11 Sabres.
Nice by Fettig.
Finley Fettig's back.
Yeah, nice inside shoot there by Pudwell to Fettig. Great job. And Minot North struggling on serve receive. Give credit to Bismarck Legacy. They're aggressive on the serve. Nice pass there by Weishar for Minot North.
Sentinels trying to win the point in the middle as
well. Oh, that's going to come over. What a play by Gracie Watson. And then a block by Fettig and McLeod. Free ball here for Legacy.
One of these points that Legacy deserves to win. He's got to execute in the end, and Gracie Watson, of course, going to get the credit.
Yeah, excellent job there. I mean, Gracie Watson should get the credit because she made an incredible play where that ball dribbled over the top of the tape onto the Minot North side to keep it in play.
All of a sudden, a 5-point lead for the Sabres, and now the Sentinels making their comeback climb.
That happened fast. And so here's that serve receive where they're going to get a couple subs in to figure it out.
This will be Leanne Sim serving for Minot North. Down by 4.
Nice pass there. Nice dig by Laskowski. And you got Sim in there setting.
Harper's in his swing away and get a kill for Minot North.
Sophomore to sophomore. Sim to Harper. There's your future of Minot North right there.
You spoke about it in the pregame show today about Minot North is bringing back 8 returns from the varsity team, a varsity team that was, of course, basically freshmen and sophomores a year ago. They're young, but a very experienced team already in the WDA.
Yeah, and showing some experience in the front row for Bismarck Legacy is Finley Fettig. She has appeared in set 3 like she did in set 1.
There's another senior, Avon Kelly. Kill?
Yeah, and Kelly's had, she's had a consistent match, I would say. They're staying pretty true again to that slide. She hit a ball there out of the middle and did a nice job. I think it's other players that need to kind of step in here. And definitely, I really feel like it's serve receive for Minot North. If they can get a good ball to Bryn Francis, I mean, really, they are at their best when Bryn Francis can do whatever she wants with that ball in that second set.
Brooklyn Pudwell just couldn't reach that last ball for Legacy, and Sentinels down 15-17, still serving. McLeod is blocked.
Good touch there.
Skowski will swing that one over the net to Lenhart for Legacy. Watson off the block and out of bounds.
Yeah, Gracie Watson has been special as well tonight for Bismarck Legacy.
First varsity season getting any action for Watson. Sophomore outside. At the net, Kelly's going to win it for the Sentinels.
She had some hops there.
I mean, you have to.
You've got
Kelly, yeah.
Marley Falcon on the other side.
That's, I suppose, yeah, you better get up a little taller there than Marley Falcon. Nice job by the senior, Avon Kelly from Minot North.
And service error for the Sentinels, an opportunity to bring this within 1. Watson goes back to serve for Legacy, leading 19-16 in set 3. Both teams have taken 1 set so far.
Sims getting in there. Nice back set to Francis. Nice play.
All the setting that Bryn Francis gets to do, and now an opportunity to swing.
And again, this is an adjustment, everybody who's just coming to PSP Network tonight. Francis was doing all the setting up until set 3 here, wherein Coach Francis has brought in Leanne Sim to do a couple different serve receives and show a different look, and Francis got the ball there for the kill. Nice job by Leanne Sim.
Francis sets up Laskowski, saved by Solom for the Sabres. Jessen, another dig for Solom.
Nice block there. Chell is in the match, and she's fired up.
Chell along with Craig in there for the block for Minot North.
She's fired up. She went side to side there from right side to the outside and got blocks on both plays, one for a kill. Or sorry, one for a point. Nice serve by Francis.
Trouble with the serve. Weishar, then beautiful. Francis, then Craig, but it's kept up by Legacy. Pudwell brings it right back down.
A little extra power there by Pudwell as a lefty.
See it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. The commitment and respect for their customers is as strong today as it was 50 years ago. Experience the difference. Visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Wilson, or shop online at driveryan.com. Sabres first to 20 in this third set. An ace by Falcon will make it 21.
Timeout, Minot North, Owen.
Brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. We'll hear more from them during this break on the PSP Network.
This page is in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
We have some help bringing you the broadcast of high school volleyball tonight on the PSP Network. Brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. The best pizza on the planet is Planet Pizza. Been around for over 25 years and have the largest laser tag playground in the region, a giant lunch buffet, and they deliver. Call now at 701-852-1700 to place that order at Planet Pizza in Minot, North Dakota. That's where we are tonight, taking in the WDA conference opener between the Legacy Sabres and Minot North Sentinels.
Falcons did a nice job at the service line for Bismarck Legacy tonight as well. Big side out there. That's an important side out for Minot North. Nice job by Craig on the kill.
A volleyball broadcast from plenty of different places, not only this week, but all year long, adding on our Dickinson location.
That's cool.
Debuting some volleyball from there on Saturday against Minot North.
Oh, that's an athletic play by Fettig. Wow. That's 4 hits, I think. Wow, Fettig has, so inside shoot, Fettig is early, and she has to go get that ball with her left hand because it's way past her right hand at that moment. Excellent job by Finley Fettig.
On the BNC National Bank scoreboard, 22-19 Legacy in set 3. Francis sets up Chell, I believe that was.
Big set. There it is.
Go to Harper. Did anybody's hand? No, it didn't.
Nice set by Francis. Harper will learn to keep that ball in play.
So the Sabres a 4-point lead, creeping towards a set 3 victory. It's a mishap there for the Sentinels. Wanted that to go to Francis, but he was a ways away from it.
Set point, Owen, for Bismarck Legacy.
Sabres have had a set point in now all 3 sets. Of course, lost the second one 27-25. 5 set points right here.
Ooh, that was an interesting call.
Go up to Fettig, dug by Brent Francis, and into the net. Legacy is going to take a 2-1 lead. 4th coming up next, 25-19 the final in set number 3. Back with more high school volleyball on the PSP Network after this.
Deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
To introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Already about to start the fourth set of what has been a fun night of volleyball, kicking off our coverage this volleyball season 2025 on the PSP Network. We want to thank a couple more of our sponsors making it possible. Farstead Oil is your regional wholesale petroleum products distributor. Farstead is proud to support local athletes on the PSP Network. Another thank you goes out to BSN, who creates exclusive personalized solutions for North Dakota high school and collegiate programs, from custom equipment, uniforms, and coaches' apparel to fan wear, branding, and more. They do it all in Western North Dakota. That's BSN. Contact your sales pros, maybe not tonight, but tomorrow morning. They're busy watching volleyball.
Yes, they are. Owen, do you mind if I give a couple shout-outs?
That wouldn't be a problem.
Oh, thank you so much. It is my niece Quinn's 17th birthday today, and she started her senior year in Regina. She's also a volleyball player. Super proud of that. And I'll give the other shout-out after we find a break here in the set 4.
First point of the fourth set, kept alive by the Sabres in the back row. Liz Lenhart diving and getting a few more bruises. Laskowski powers one, out of bounds.
Yeah, Lenhart's done a really nice job for Bismarck Legacy back there. Like, she is flying around, and I give her tons of credit. It is like being a boxer when you're a libero, right? You're all over the floor, and she's had to go to the back of the wall to get a couple balls tonight, and doesn't stop her, so kudos to Liz Lenhart.
Budwill, block gets that one up for Minot North. Francis now sets for Craig. Touch on the block for the Sabres, and that one falls. It's 1-1.
Yeah, nice little, I don't know, you'd call that a drop shot by Craig. Not really a roll shot, just kind of got it just over the block with an open hand. Laskowski has served well, I would say, for Minot North. She's back there.
Served on that 7-point run in set 2.
She gets one there. Where the serve definitely caused all of that havoc on the Bismarck Legacy side. It's got a lot of speed on it. It's coming in fast.
Out of bounds by the Sabres, so the Sentinels can't afford to lose another set tonight. Want to start out 1-0 in conference play, and Sentinels had a tough start to last year's season, of course, their inaugural varsity campaign, but ended the year 7-3.
Nice set.
Craig out of bounds. You know, we talked a couple of times now about finishing the year strong for Minot North, but that was a whole year ago. How much weight does that really carry now that you're starting a whole new season?
It's a whole new year here, especially with essentially a newer group on the floor together. You know, you have some pieces, but when you take one out or two out, it definitely shifts everything, because, you know, if you look at what Katie Shipman did, she got a ton of balls, right? So where do those balls go? All of a sudden, somebody's going to have to take more balls off of that kind of like weight of what Shipman did. And then again, Shipman was an emotional leader and a fiery leader. So who's going to lead the team? Doesn't have to be fiery, but it has to be in some way who's going to do that. So really, it's a whole new team here for Minot North, and I've seen some really great things tonight.
Laskowski trying to keep that one up. That was going to be hard to do. The Sabres a little run of their own here early in set 4 to take a 1-point lead.
And someone that has been special for Bismarck Legacy is serving Gracie Watson, sophomore outside hitter. Big block. There's
Falcon and Pudwell. Let's take another look on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
Yeah, you know, Falcon's been, I would say, offensively quiet, and that's okay, because defensively she's been loud, and specifically at the block and serving.
Service.
Ball's called in by.
Just in.
Yep, I think up and down official.
Watson continues at the line. 5-3 Legacy. Remember, once this one is done, of the Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads postgame show.
I'm giggling because Coach Francis kicked that ball into the middle of the court, and I think that was on purpose. And that is a huge overpass and a big kill by Falcon. Timeout, Minot North.
He said the offense was a little quiet.
Now she woke up.
Not anymore for Marley Falcon. Let's take a timeout on the PSP Network.
8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Not only do we have a Sport Clips MVP award to hand out during our post-game show, we'll also be naming the Magic City Home Leisure move of the game. It's time to bring a spa to your home. Stop into Magic City Home Leisure on South Broadway, and you will find a massive inventory and a next-level sales team that can help you find the perfect spa, sauna, or game for your rec room. It's Magic City Home Leisure. We just had maybe the top nominee for...
You like the overpass,
I
big
do.
crush,
I
don't
do.
you? Yes. So does the
Dozens.
player who crushes it. Yeah. Nice pass by Weishar.
Lenhart got a hand on it. In between there, probably was going to land in bounds. Had to make an effort with a 4-point lead.
And there she is, kind of showing she's been all over the floor tonight. Minot North just has to get in a rhythm offensively. Start right here.
Francis goes to Kelly.
Yep.
Off
Nice.
of Vulcan, out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a nice, we have a new player in, I think. Grace Roram, I'm
Yep.
seeing. Okay, Grace Roram, nice job on that pass, or that dig, sorry, and an inside shoot to Avon Kelly, and a nice kill to position 5. If
Roram up
Minot
there with
North's
the
going to
block.
get going here, it's going to be with Kelly in the front row.
Now a solo for McKinley Craig.
Yeah, nice job by her.
Sentinels trail by a single point, and they need this 4th set to force the 5th. It's 25-22 Sabres in the first, 27-25 Sentinels in the second, and 25-19 in the most recent set 3. Kelly just over the block. Volk picks it up for the Sabres. Now Falcon
Big
again in the
swing.
middle.
Hello. Yeah, ever since I said she's been quiet offensively, I don't know if someone told her or if someone's listening and they sent a message or a hand signal. She has come alive offensively after really solidifying the block for Bismarck Legacy alongside McLeod and Fettig.
Now she'll serve for the Sabres. Ball out. Sabres team that went all the way to a 4th place finish at state last year, won their quarterfinal matchup, and then dropped the last 5 straight appearances for the Sabres at the state A. Now they got to qualify for the double A.
Yeah, they had a special, I thought, WDA tournament, and then obviously to win a match or quarterfinal is a big deal, right? And get into the semifinals and 4th place finish, that's pretty good for Bismarck Legacy, and that's a testament to Coach Astle and all of the essentially like the long history of 11 years of developing players and getting to that point and doing well at a big tournament like the state tournament.
Well, talking about that WDA tournament they had just to get to state, that dramatic 5-set match against Minot High in the state qualifier they had to fight through.
Yeah, I think that was the one I was remembering that mentally that was probably draining, and then they are able to get a bid and then do well at the state tournament.
Into the net there for the Sabres. And Minot North is crept back in. This is Sim again serving. Didn't appear on the court for Minot North until the 3rd set.
Yeah. A nice little jump set by her there.
Roram.
Yeah, and Roram's new to the match here in set 4, right? That set was a little low. Fettig wanted that one bad.
9-9 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Reinhardt's going to take serve, receive. And Sammy Watson going to take a swing there. Ball stays in play. Roram trying to get that one up. It's denied
Good
by
hustle.
Fettig and Pudwill.
Nice coverage there by Kelly.
Fettig for the lead.
Nice touch on the block by Francis and Kelly there. Free ball here for Minot North.
Laskowski in the back. Now Kelly puts it over the net. She'll fight with Fettig.
Yeah.
Roran leading back. This rally's still alive.
We got some tired middle blockers, and I don't know.
That's in for the Legacy Sabres.
Ball, I don't know either there. Yeah. This is tough. Yeah. Are we going to see it? It's probably a little fast for me in these eyeballs to see the replay. There you go.
Off the Sabres and down for a Sentinels point. 10-10.
Yeah, kill efficiency for Kelly has been good tonight, I'd say. She's got the ball, again, a lot more, and she will throughout the year. But she has definitely put more balls on the floor than not for kills.
Able to keep that one.
Go.
Up for the Sentinels. Another chance.
Francis, kill.
So the Sentinels go ahead 11-10. I believe their first lead of the fourth set.
And if you're wondering why late in the match here, Coach Francis has brought Sim in again to set, it's because Bryn Francis has an opportunity to be more of an offensive threat in the front row as a hitter. And so that's why it's taking place.
As this match goes along, we continue to see Cambry Volk in and out. You never want to speculate too much, but not really jumping like the 5'5" front row player from a year ago did.
Fettig jumped on that play and got a block. Big block alongside Gracie Watson. Might have been a different play on that. And there's Watson with the overpass play.
Pudwill up to McLeod. Off White Sharn out of bounds. 13-11 Legacy.
Yeah, Pudwill and Solom have done a nice job setting for Bismarck Legacy. They've really been on point when they get the pass where they need it to be.
Halfway through set number 4.
Nice set.
Over to Laskowski. I'll count.
Nice set by Sim and a finish by Laskowski on the outside.
Laskowski, the all-region basketball performer for the Sentinels last year in their inaugural season. We have a lot of great basketball players out here today.
Yes, multi-sport athletes. That is fantastic. Good touch by Francis. Go, go, go. There you go.
Laskowski back-to-back.
Great
Not
play
gonna
by
happen
Pudwill.
just yet. Pudwill will take over. Francis just didn't have that one right.
Set was way outside. Major league reference there for you. Baseball.
I picked that one up. Yeah. It's just a bit outside.
Oh, whoops. Thank you. Correct me. I appreciate that. I like to be as accurate as possible. And the block has come. The block has come alive for Bismarck Legacy for sure, and it's centered by Marley Falcon.
15-12 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Lenhart starts the point. Received by Perrin, and then nobody else for North.
Yeah, running into some serve receive issues here with Minot North again. And it's going to try to be changed around with some subbing. Nice pass by Craig.
Francis to Laskowski all the way across the court, but that one will fly out of bounds. And the Sentinels will call another First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. 17-12 Sabres, set 4 on the PSP Network. Back in for this.
As a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
I'm going to give my second shout out here quickly.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, again, happy birthday to my niece Quinn in Regina, starting her 17th birthday, starting grade 12 today. So happy for her. And then my niece Rowan left her home in Saskatoon yesterday and is going to Swift Current, Saskatchewan to play AAA hockey. Really happy for that 15-year-old and that opportunity. Love both those girls and wish them well as they start school this week.
Volleyball season pretty much just starting across the state of North Dakota today. Hockey season never has an end in Canada, though.
You're right. Year-round. And there's definitely some great opportunities for young female athletes to play hockey in Saskatchewan. And I tell you what, Falcon has come alive in set 4 here. This is by far her most powerful set of the entire match, and that's what you want from a leader, right? As you're going to finish out a match, you want those leaders to show up, and definitely Marley Falcon has done that. Laskowski pushing through that Bismarck Legacy block for the point, and Minot North just has to get on some sort of rally here, and you have a good server in Bryn Francis back at the service line to try to do that.
Is getting just a little late here for the Sentinels, down 13-18 to make this run. McLeod.
Ball out.
Past the end line.
Nice pass by Sammy Watson on that play. 2 straight errors, hitting errors by Bismarck Legacy. So here's the whole, it's not too late. Owen creeping back in here.
Down 15-18 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, but they need this set 4.
Nice pass by Len Hurt.
Block goes out of bounds. Point back to the Sabres. Both these teams got off to 0-1 starts in conference play last year. Of course, Legacy had a matchup with Century on the opening night of the conference season. There's something about a 1-0 start.
Hanging
Side out.
in there. Minot North is. Laskowski has served well for Minot North. She's back at the service line here, looking to get set 4 closer.
Service an issue that's been avoided as of late for Minot North after it dominated that first set.
Big dig
6
by
errors.
Weishar.
There's Grayson Roram. Not going to count it, though.
I think the ball actually hit the antenna there off her hand, so that ball would be called out immediately. Gracie Watson back to serve for Bismarck Legacy.
Craig is dug out by Solom over the net. Roram's going to take it.
Obviously, Bismarck Legacy can play the side-out game, right? So they can just side out to win. Since they're closer to 25, obviously the Minot North. So Minot North needs to get on a little bit of a serving rally here.
From one of just 3 seniors on the team this year, Kate Weishar.
Nice
There's
job.
another one of them, Avon Kelly. It's in.
Nice job. That ball was low. That ball was set low. Even Kelly had to adjust. Great job by Kelly for a kill. She's got to be in double digits, I'd say, on kills.
18-20 last year. Kelly finished with 95 kills over a full season. Falcon. That's in.
In by a foot, yes.
Harley Falcon in this fourth set. I mean, quadrupling her kill total in the match.
Yes.
And probably won over those first three.
Minot North sending some free balls over, and here's another free ball. They need to dominate here, going to Kelly.
Dug by the Sabres. Volk from the back row. Finally gets a chance to fly.
Good hustle by Solom on that tip attempt.
Blocked by the Sentinels, but it's going to go right of the line.
Yep. Blocking out, so just a little late by Craig and Kelly.
That brings the score to 22-18 Sabres. A Legacy team that went 2-4 in that opening tournament, most of which they got to host in Bismarck over the weekend against EDC competition. Point back to North.
Yeah, and again, Legacy's playing the side-out game, but Minot North has to, close the three-point gap. Otherwise, I'm not going to win this match. So it's got to happen soon. It's out. McKinley Craig back to serve for Minot North. Down 2 and down a set.
Point back to Legacy.
Powered through the Minot North block by Sammy Watson. Great approach by her on that outside kill. Pudwell serving for Bismarck Legacy.
There's 2 points shy of a conference opening win. Are the Legacy Sabres on the road? There was a touch there.
Touch on the block.
By Legacy.
And called immediately.
Puzzled on the Legacy side. And get some clarification here. It was immediately called a touch on the block, so it'd be hard to argue that.
Yep, she called it quickly, but
overridden.
Okay. So now we have a match point.
Serve pro match point for the Legacy Sabres at 24-20 in the fourth set. Big call there. Pudwell to put it in play. And a service error.
That just drives coaches crazy. It really does, especially on match point.
Still 3-point lead for the Legacy Sabres. Match point on the board. It is Aniston Perrin serving for the Sentinels. And her responsibility just to keep it in the lines.
That's right, yep.
McLeod over the block. Now Perrin,
With
one-handed dig.
Yeah. We'll see what happens here as people just want to keep balls in play. Swing.
Like that time by Craig for the Sentinels. Legacy will set it up again in the middle. Finley Fettig puts an end to the night. A kill for Legacy. They win set 4, 25-21. Our postgame show starts in just a second.
8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it. Dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Brevera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts
Let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account.
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals.
Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
Dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
So we start our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game show in to kick it off. Melissa Spelchin is down courtside with the winning head coach from the Legacy Sabres, Jen Assel. Take it away, Spelch.
Thanks, Owen. Here with Bismarck Legacy's Coach Astle. Coach, so kind of a up and down weekend, I would say. 2-4 to start, and then you come here. You're on the road. First match of the year. How do you think your team performed? Obviously pulled out the win.
I'm proud. You know, we kind of lost our way a little bit in that second set, and we came back and fought. You know, that's the thing. We have some young kids and some young roles, some new kids. We only had 2 returners on our floor, so you know we're still kind of looking for how that leadership shakes out. And you know, when we stay talking and we stay celebrating and we keep that energy up and play our game, the other team kind of has to chase us rather than the opposite of us chasing them.
So I think you have a new kind of setting lineup in Solom, right, and Pudwell. Talk a little bit about that and what that has done in terms of your approach to your offense for this year.
So Bentley was our JV setter last year. This is her first year at the varsity. She did run a 5, she would mix between a 5-1 and a 6-2 last year. Brooklyn has set minimally a little bit. Yeah. We tried a little bit with as a freshman. You know, we kind of like to see that 6-2 lineup and keep her in, just get more blocking, more hitters in the front row rather than that 5-1, but it's something we can easily flip into. So we're still playing around. We had a lot of different lineups in at the crossover. Cam Volk right now is one of my returning outside. She's not really swinging. She's kind of on limited reps. That's why you're not seeing her in the front row.
I was just about to ask her about that, and definitely Owen and I were wondering what was going on there, but
yeah.
Gracie Watson did an amazing job
She's
for
been
you.
amazing. She was their kill leader the second day. I'm so proud of that kid. So yeah, her and Sammy both just gamers, play hard all of the time. I love this team. Like I said, they are just learning to find their confidence, and so like I said, if we can just hang in there and keep battling and fighting for every point, I think we'll love the team that we see in October. I can't wait to see Minot in October too. Yes. Like it's gonna be a good battle when we see each other again.
Just a couple more questions. Liz Lenhart, I mean, she's flying around back there, right? I was saying she's like a prize boxer back there. She's taking balls off shoulders. Talk a little bit about her and her, like, she's got a lot of passion for the game.
Oh, she does. She's got a lot of hustle. Like, sometimes it's like too much, like she overreads the play a little bit. Mackenzie Schilke's homesick tonight, and her and Schilke have been like switching with the jersey, so I'm really proud of how Liz kind of was like, I'm the guy tonight, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna lead my team, and she really did. She played a heck of a game, got a lot of touches on balls.
Yeah, awesome. Coach, what do you have to continue to do here? I know it's early. Lots of things can happen, but what do you got to continue to do? Keep W's on the board.
You just got to get rid of those valleys. You know, you're going to have some peaks and some valleys. You don't want it to be so severe. You want little rolling hills rather than that. So I think we just have to learn to, like I said, stay confident, even in those times of peril where your team's maybe not performing how they want, and just keep their trust in themselves.
Thanks, Coach Astle. Finley Fettig, MVP of the match tonight. Congratulations to you. Yeah, you bet. I thought you were a powerhouse in set 1 and set 3. You just came with so much energy. Talk a little bit about coming out of the locker room in set 1 and doing so well. You got some hops, girl.
Yeah, just getting ready with my team is so much fun, and just being ready to hit the ball as hard as I can and warming up our arms good and being a good team. It's important.
Cool. There was I feel like a spot in set 3 where you ran a quick out of the middle.
Yeah.
I thought the timing was almost perfect.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about like what it's like early in the season to have timing with your setter in terms of your approach and getting that ball at the perfect spot for you to essentially get like an automatic kill.
Yeah, all the time in practice, we practice our quicks. Perfect threes, ones, we try to get our quicks down as much as we can. It's important as a middle, you want to be loud and move the blockers whenever you can and swing as hard as you can when you get a chance.
Yeah, that's awesome. You got some people that are supporting you here and loving you. I see some parents. Got to give a shout out to your parents, right?
Yep. Love you, Mom and Dad.
That's
Danny
awesome. Congratulations to you. What do you need to do to continue kind of this little mini win streak? I know you struggled a little bit at the tournament, but this is a great way to start the conference season.
Yeah, just being confident and knowing what I can do is important and knowing I deserve to be on the court.
That's awesome. Finley, you want to smile at the camera quick?
Hi.
Finley Fettig, player of the game. Bismarck Legacy wins 3-1 tonight here, opening conference match. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Spelch. Our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game show will continue after this.
Approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
At the same time, or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
We're back at the planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, planning team financial advisors here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com, helping clients work toward financial freedom. A 4-set match today between the Legacy Sabres and Minot North Sentinels to get the WDA conference schedule underway. The Sabres get off to that 1-0 start. It was competitive through and through. I know a couple of runs for both teams there. That's going to happen in any match, but the fact we got such close volleyball all the way through those 4 sets, really impressive tonight.
Yeah, and I would say Bismarck Legacy just reduced the overall amount of errors per set. I know Coach Astle said, set 2, she said it was a bit of a valley. But really, they had a chance to win that set, too, right? After they were down 21-24, and they came back and had a set point. Minot North just has to clean up quite a bit of their play, and they have to figure out the serve-receive positions. I know, I can totally tell you're wondering why is Coach bringing in players, and especially bringing in players cold. She's trying to figure out some combinations and seeing what works best. It is early. It's the right time to do this. And if you can, Coach Astle said the same. She's like, well, I don't know. I mean, we got these 2 setters. We love running the 6-2. Could change. Talked a little bit about Volk and why she's not in there and getting a whole lot of reps because she must have an injury. But overall, I would say Bismarck Legacy just played cleaner volleyball. And then Falcon. I mean, she showed up in set 4 like – she's like, okay, we're going home now. I'm going to finish this set. I'm going to finish this match for my team. So really, I really appreciated her leadership that she showed. On the Minot North side, Avon Kelly had a great match. She really did. Other players are going to have to step up and kind of get more kills, whether on the outside or back row. If you notice in this whole match, there wasn't a whole lot of back row at all, in fact. So I think that'll change as teams solidify their starting 6-8 players for their for consistency on the floor.
Yeah, an inside joke there. The
starting
8 players. Thank you for that.
Yeah, well, obviously I've known the game a long time. You're kind of new to the game, and you're wondering why there's not a solid 6. You do want to give the players that now with that libero, it's essentially like 7 because they play so much, right? So yeah, I totally understand what you're thinking on that, Owen. And I would say, lots of great things from both teams. Bismarck Legacy just played cleaner volleyball to pull this first conference match win out.
Yeah, the set scores went 25-22 Sabres in the first set. Minot North responded in the second with a 27-25 victory. Both teams had set point opportunities there. The third and the fourth go to Legacy 25-19 and 25-21 to give them win number 3 overall and a 1-0 record in the West. They will be in action at home on Thursday night against Minot High. A nice start to the season for the Sabres possible this week. How about we hand out some awards, though, in this Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. If there was an MVP of the fourth set award, that would go to Marley Falcon, but over the course of a whole 4 sets, it went to the junior Finley Fettig.
Yeah, and I really loved the thing she said, and helped me out on the I don't think I'm going to say it perfectly, but what she said was like, I deserve to be out here, and I'm going to continue to show it. And I was like, you go, girl, right? And she gets so much confidence, especially off of that middle attack that she did. You know, I would say Falcon probably showed more on the block, which I know Fettig is going to get good at. I think she was pretty decent. She had a couple touches in set 1, but definitely her offensive attack was great. And you can see the confidence she's got, and that's going to take her tons of places. So, yes, Finley Fettig, MVP of the match for Bismarck Legacy.
Well, the Sabres looking for a replacement for Brooklyn Felkley in the middle. That's a tough thing to do, but Fettig stepping up on day number 1 of the conference season. How about our move of the game? This is brought to you by Magic City Home Leisure, and they're the home to your home to bring a spot of your home. Stop into Magic City Home Leisure on South Broadway, and you'll find a massive inventory and a next-level sales team that can help you find the perfect spa, sauna, or game for your rec room. It's Magic City Home Leisure. Everybody knows the play that I really like. The overpass that Falcon destroyed for the Legacy Sabres in set 4. Really kind of just put that game away, it felt like, with a big lead. But was there another play that stood out to you tonight?
I will give it to you, Owen, and here's why. It really showed, it was symbolistic to how how Falcon played in that set 4. It was, and I mean, here's the deal, on an overpass, like, your eyes get so big as a hitter, and especially with somebody as tall and has jumps like Falcon does, but she put that thing down with authority and then really led her team to the finish to win the match. So, yeah, I'm totally cool with your decision.
There we go, 1 for 1 this season on the Magic City Home Leisure moves of the game. Well, that'll just about do it for our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show tonight. A whole lot more volleyball to bring to you on the PSP Network the rest of the week. Thursday night from the Castle of Our Redeemers Christian School, the Knights, one of the favorites this year in Division B volleyball. They go up against Kenmare Bowbells, not a bad team either from the northwest corner. I think they're in different districts still, but the same region now in Division B volleyball in the 3-class format. We've also had Division AA volleyball from Bismarck Legacy at home against Minot High, and then on Saturday, Minot North going to be in action again on the road against the Dickinson Mavericks. Hopefully you'll join us then. But until then, for our great crew putting on today's show on the PSP Network, Chad Olson on the camera, Melissa Spelcher, my color commentator, I'm Owen Patterson, your final score for the final time, Sabres 3-1 over the Minot North Sentinels. And we will see you the rest of the week for some volleyball and football action on the PSP Network. Until then, have a good night, everybody.
The nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.